Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com. Today, taking a look at Spitfire's Albion V Tundra. Spitfire Audio's Albion series has been known as creme de la cremes of orchestral libraries for some time, and with the latest addition to the series, Albion V Tundra delivers a vast collection of highly playable, inspiring, specialty orchestral techniques that are sure to add depth and realism for many composers' compositions. Albion 5 is a refreshing collection of samples recorded at quote-unquote the edge of silence, and it's inspired by such great composers as Arvo Pärt, Sibelius, and Górecki. In order to capture the magnificent sample set, Spitfire assembled a 100-piece orchestra in Air Studios, London, capturing a wealth of articulations. Spitfires tracked many of their orchestral libraries in the room. An obvious plus right out the gate is that owners of previous Spitfire libraries should be able to blend Tundra seamlessly into their scores. The library downloads as 44.4 gigabytes. It contains just under 450 NKIs, and it is a Kontakt player instrument, meaning it's compatible with both the full and free version of Kontakt. Loads right into your libraries tab. Library sells for $449 US from Spitfire Audio. Now, the real magic of the library is that the players were instructed to create some of the softest, most intimate dynamics that could be captured onto tape. Now, just under half of the articulations are dedicated to the strings. For high and low strings, as well as dedicated patches for high and low, soft and wild string articulations. Highlight for your humble narrator here is listening to the woodwind articulations, which include overblown, slight bends, and super air. In my opinion, these are the kind of details in a virtual score that will easily fool your listener into believing they're hearing a real live orchestra. Now, the brass instruments for high and low contain many of the same articulations as the woodwinds, but also have muted double tongue articulations and granular flutters. While orchestral instruments take center stage for what Albion V has to offer, there is so much more, including 138 Stevens and Steam Band instruments, a collection of pads, all housed in Spitfire's eDNA engine. Now, these are organic sounds created from the orchestral material and housed in this hybrid engine. "22 Bronal loop instruments, 52 presets, and Darwin percussion containing 20 percussive elements in a single patch for easy playability." And last but definitely not least, the EVO-GRID Albion Tundra using Spitfire's EVO engine. Now, if you have seen any of my reviews of Spitfire's Evolution instruments, you know I'm a huge fan of this engine, and the Tundra samples in this engine are just magnificent. I'll be sure to include links to any of the previous EVO-GRID reviews I've done in the description below. Now, the pros are many. I think I have spoken to how much I think the quality of the recordings, the usability of the orchestral samples, and then all of this, what I think of as just fantastic bonus material with the loops, the percussion, the Steam Band pads. EVO-GRID, in my opinion, is absolutely magnificent and worth it, almost half the cost of entry to Albion V Tundra. If there is a con of the library, it's that this is a specialty library. It is an add-on and an addition. It could be used for composers working on electronic music or songs, but I believe primarily this is going to appeal to composers who need to add that subtle bit of extra dramatic tension to help fuel a story along. Just a quick note here, Sample Library Review does reviews for free. We do not take payment for any reviews that we do. That way we can be unbiased and be as transparent as we can about our thoughts about the libraries. Please subscribe, like, or share, and head over to samplelibraryreview.com for the latest news and software reviews.